In this tutorial, we'll go through the settings that control the CHT apps, which are defined in app settings.json file and stored in the setting doc in the database. So let's begin our tutorial. So we'll just set up a new CHT project to start for this tutorial. And for this, I will just create a new folder in my desktop, which I will name as CHT-tutorial. And just moving inside that directory, I'll just open the new terminal over here so that we can follow the command line that we have on the documentation website. So here we'll create a new directory with mkdir make directory command, and we'll name that as demo. Moving inside, change directory, cd demo. Now the next command we will hit is npm init to initialize it, and all the information over here, package name, version, descriptions, entry point, test command, I'll just leave it as empty for now. Now moving in, we can see the package.json file is created. So we want to initialize our CHT project, so we'll run the CHT initialize project layout. And as soon as the command is run, you can see all the needed files for the CHT project has been created. So we have the CHT project set up for this tutorial now. In case if you have not created a copy of the docker compose.yml file from CHT core, I'll just show you a quick step on how can you get that. So for that purpose, all you have to do is open your terminal and navigate to your working folder and run the command, which is curl-o docker compose yml, and the GitHub link for the docker compose yml file from the CHT. So you can also find this full link or the command on the description of the video, also in our documentation website. So with this, you'll see the docker compose yml file on your folder, and with the docker compose up command, you should be able to run CHT project. Let's look at the app management interface before we move forward. App management is an interface for non-technical administrative users. With it, you can manage users and make minor changes to the app, such as setting the SMS gateway phone number and changing the default language for the app. So I'm assuming you were able to successfully run the project. Now you should be seeing something on the screen when you go to the local host with the Medic mobile with the default. And once you log into your CHT application, usually on the admin, then you'll be going through this screen, and then on the hamburger icon you click app management, which will lead you to the app management interface, which is how it looks like over here. And we can see different kinds of settings over here. The first one is display. We can see date and time, and here we can see on the next tab the languages, where we can choose the languages for default application as well as the outgoing messages. Once we pick the languages, then we can simply click on the submit or add also any other new languages that we prefer to add, and this will just pop up a new dialog box which will ask you to enter your language code, name, and submit. We can see the next tab has the translations. We can see the translation in different languages that you can pick right now. It's around like 7 languages that you can pick from. Moving to the next, you can also add the new user, and here once you click on the add user, you will be asked to fill up the different informations like name, email address, role of the user, place, associated contact, password for the user with the username, and all the different information. You can also set the roles and permissions from the app management interface for different users. Like here you can see like who can have access to the gateway API or who can aggregate the targets. You can see we have only selected CHT supervisor. We can also select the different other user roles if we want to give access to this user the permission for that task. Like we said earlier, we can also set up the SMS related settings. On the SMS over here, you can see the different basic settings: default country code, gateway phone number, which you can change. And you can also move to the next tab, which is about the SMS form, where you can upload the SMS forms, and you can also view the installed SMS forms. And even on the next tab, you can compose your message and from phone number box, and then once you fill those informations, you can click on the send message. Okay. We can also add the new images. Here on the images, we can see how we can choose a file to upload the icon for the images. We can use also different images or the logos for the branding, where we can select the file we want to use. So these are located on the images settings. Similarly, we can add the partner's name. Any partner logos that are added will be displayed on the about. Also upgrade our applications to the different version. Like we can see over here, it's on 3.9. We want to upload or upgrade, we can do it to 3.15 or any other version.